Hello, good people. This is the reality chef, Mr. Max, coming to you today. How are you? How are you faring on? It's a good time and a good moment where we just want to check into the reality things that are affecting us in our daily lives, in our society, and in everything that we do day in, day out. Today, I'm coming to you with a program called The Reality Chef, which we shall be running on this page, on this platform, so that we can learn more. Today, our topic is about the marriage downfall. Marriage is a very important unit in our society, and anything affecting marriage is such a concern to us because this is where we find love, this is where we find joy, this is where we find growth, that encouragement, that hope. And it is an issue that has come to my attention and I felt that we need to share. I want to thank God that I've been alive long enough to have experienced this generational transformation in regards to do with marriage. I want to thank God that long ago I would hear our forefathers, they would, whenever they were concerned about your situation in marriage, they will not ask how things are in your marriage. They would ask, are you happily married? They will talk about marriage and the joy in the marriage. And it was so important that it was not just about the marriage itself alone, but it was also about the joy in that marriage. It was also about the happiness in that marriage. And whenever there was an issue in a marriage, the old men and the old mamas would come and intervene in a situation they felt that was beyond the couple's ability to handle it. And they would handle it so fairly that they would bring that marriage back to normal and people would live happily. And that's why we used to say, happily ever after. It was because the aspect of being happy, the aspect of being joyful in your marriage was so important those days. And it was important not just for the couples, but also for the society to make sure that you are happy in your marriage. And this has been growing, and with time, we've come to a level whereby if someone wants to look into your marital status, the only question they'll ask is, are you married? It doesn't matter whether you are happy. It's all about, are you married? And it has gotten to an extent whereby the aspect of what you are going through in marriage is not considered anymore, but as long as you are in marriage. And this has led to so many families getting hurt, so many families breaking down because of that lack of joy, happiness in our families. So families have been affected, and marriage has transformed from are you happily married to are you married? That we are just concerned if you are married. Whatever else that goes through in your marriage, it doesn't matter. And we have even gone beyond the question, are you married? And gone to as far as just asking, do you have a man? It doesn't matter if that man is worthy to be called a husband, or if that man is worthy to be a husband, or if that man, you are living with him as a husband, or if that woman, you are living with him as your wife. We are just concerned. Do you have a man? Do you have a woman or a lady in your life? So it has gone to an extent whereby marriage has completely lost value. And all that matters is if you are living around someone, or if you are living with someone, or if you are with a man or a woman. And we've really lost it totally. And no wonder nowadays we are living in a situation whereby people feel proud walking away from marriage and living as single parents. And it is taken like it's not an issue. I don't know when we get to this level if we look into the aspect of the ability of parents raising up their children, the impact of the father figure in the family, the impact of the mother in the family to the children. Now we feel like we are proud and it's not a big thing, and it's not an issue to be a single parent. I know there may be reasons to why one would shift to such a situation which doesn't look good. But if we can look back to where marriage was considered a place of joy, a place of happiness, then we can still be able to fix the situation. Currently, we don't see people even taking marriage serious anymore, because we've lost it completely to an extent whereby we no longer care if you are married or not. It has gone to a level whereby even some couples or some people who are married would still introduce themselves as single, as if whatever that is going on in their life doesn't really matter. We have gone, it has gone to an extent whereby even married people would behave like single people, will walk around and carry themselves as single people. And you look at it and wonder, where is the respect of marriage in our society currently? And you know, if we look deeper, you find that the moments where we used to look at family and consider the aspect of happiness and joy in the family, this always came because there was a close relationship of man to man. There was a close conversation and interaction of we as human beings. And through that interaction, we could manage to understand the feelings of someone, whether he's down or whether he's going through a situation. And each and everyone will be able to express themselves easily from what they are going through. And that also at that time, whenever we would have a conflict in a family or in marriage, there were people who would come in to sort that issue fairly, with no malice, with no any intention of causing any havoc in that family. But currently, you look at the situation whereby when you have a problem, even in a family, you don't even have people to speak to. And probably whoever you speak to becomes part of the problem other than part of the solution. And furthermore, we've come to an extent whereby we are so much attached to gadgets which have taken the space where we used to interact, the space where we used to talk and realize the conditions and the situations people are going through, the space where we used to intervene and solve problems. These gadgets have taken them away. You know, I would sit in the house or in a group of people, and all of a sudden, without even someone saying something, you'll hear someone start laughing. And when you look at that person is so much glued to his phone or her phone, and is laughing like he's having a conversation with someone. So it has gotten to a place whereby whenever we have issues, we don't intervene to solve it. We rather go on social media or social platforms and just interact with people there, interact with the, videos and clips there, and feel like everything is okay. And yet, it's not right. Family is a very important unit in our society. Family determines the generations that we are bringing up. Family determines the kind of parents that we are bringing up. Family determines the kind of leaders we are bringing up. When a family is broken, then we have broken down the country. We have broken down the society. We have broken down the nation. And that means we'll find ourselves in a bad situation. What went wrong? We need to find a way and correct this thing. The question is, are you married? Do you have a man? Or are you happily married? Or where are you? I desire and hope if we can all be happily married. It doesn't matter the past that we may have gone through to find ourselves in the situation where we are. But let us all desire and fight to have a happy marriage. I believe this makes sense to you. I believe this helps you. And I hope we shall work together and strive to make a better marriage, to make a better family. This has been Mr. Max, your reality chef, and that is the topic of the day. Think about it. Thank you.